Leave few couple of minutes for any questions, and I'm going to stop talking now and take any questions that either on what I said or what you may have done from before. You're welcome to ask. Everybody either sleeping or they know. Yes, Bhuvi.
Just a question about the time frame that is talked about in Ramayana, like 60,000 years, and Dasharatha has ruled for so many years. How do we correlate that with the current understanding of time?
So, as you know, there are 4 yugas: Satyug, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and Kali Yuga. And it said that the average age in Satyug was 100,000 years. Average age in Treta Yuga was 10,000 years. Average age in Dwapar was 1,000 years. And the maximum kind of age in Kali Yuga is 100 years. Okay? That's, again, there are exceptions and all that. Because some people live millions of years. So therefore, it was not surprising that people were living as long as 60,000, 100,000 years. Vasishtha Muni is probably a few million years. Vishwamitra, the same thing. So these people were living very, very long life. And so, yeah, it's not surprising at all. Okay. In Kali Yuga, it's mainly because of lack of yoga and the diet we keep and all the pollution in the air. That's what's causing reduced age. Otherwise, there was no other secret. They were just doing this. Okay? Sure, you're welcome. Anybody else? Yes, Bob.
So you mentioned Maharaj Dashrath was the controller of 10 senses, right? You also mentioned that he was depressed because he didn't have somebody to rule, right, as his child or something, right? So from material perspective, being depressed is not having control on your senses and you're not surrendered to Lord, right? It represents kind of that, right? So how do we understand that?
Yeah. So essentially, having control of your senses simply means that you don't let your senses control you. And therefore, he was not doing anything that allowed his senses to go out of control. Now, everyone wants to have his dynasty, because especially the kings, they want the dynasty to continue. So it is upsetting and depressing if for 60,000 years you've been wanting to have a child. It's a long time, but people these days get depressed in 6 years, or even less if they don't have a child, right? So he was saying, now is almost the time that I'm going to leave my body. And I don't have an heir to my throne. So he was depressed about that. He was discussing that with his mantri, and Vasishtha Muni was the Kulguru. So he's depressed in that sense. Not he's walking around, moping around and saying, I have no life left, and crying. Nothing like that. Depressed about that point. It's not the depression that you're thinking about, where there's a clinical situation or any other thing. Nothing like that. Okay? It's just, and that's quite natural. A king wants to have an heir. That was it.
Hare Krishna. I have one question. You know, Lord Ram is incarnation of Vishnu and Krishna, right? So what about Mother Sita?
So, thank you for asking, bro. So, all the wives of whichever incarnation of Krishna or Vishnu, as you say, talk about, they're all Lakshmis. And all Lakshmis, including the Gopis, are expansion of Radharani. So Sita is eventually an expansion of Radharani. Okay. Yes, bro.
To clearly understand the purpose of Lord Ram appears, the purpose, actual purpose, because he is having all devastating time, all time in his life. I want to really understand.
Sure. So basically, the story goes that there were many demons, including Ravana, Kumbhakarna, his own dynasty, and others like Marichi, Tadka, Sasabhav, so many demons. They were becoming a burden on the planet Earth. So she actually took the form of a woman and went to Brahma. I said, please help me, because I cannot tolerate this anymore. So then Brahma offered his prayers. Lord Vishnu spoke to him and said, I will appear. So he appeared as Lord Ram to kill all these demons. So that's one. As you know, Ravan And Kumbhakarna, they were actually gatekeeper pure devotees of Lord Narayan, who were cursed by Kumaras to become demons. So the curse to become demons 3 times. So first they came as Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. And they came back as Ravana and Kumbhakarna. And they came back in Krishna's time as Shishupala and Dandavaka. So they were all pure devotees acting like demons because of the curse, and the Lord was coming to kill them.